let's take a moment and talk about the beast that is Global. This is one of the top of the range knife company who are based in Japan, using Japanese steel. They are the closest to where you can get the sharpness to like a samurai sword and all that. They've taken that technique into a cooking knife. It's a very stylish finish to it. It's a sleek, slanted, so everything is aimed at you so you can take it out easily, as well as it's got all its logos, it's got pivots, main logo there, it's brushed steel finish, and it's a super knife block itself. It's one of the more expensive range. If you've got a lot of money to spend, if you want something one of the best, this is the range to go for. So let's have a closer look at the knife block. So if we have this closer look at the knife block, you can see the steel knives are in its case, and it slides in very easily, very nicely as well. It's silicone here to give it a soft grip and a soft finish to it so you don't blunt it when you're putting it in. So let's have a look at the knives themselves. The first one we're going to look at, it's the paring knife, the small, very sharp knife. With the knee range, the Global knee range, you've got the fully forged knife, so it's end-to-end steel, so you don't have any weak point. You've got the 15-degree sharpness to it, and because of these little pivots here, it gives you a very good feel, very good grip as well. It's got all the designs on there with the name and where it's made and all the specs you need. Let's have a look at the next knife. Now this one is the utility knife, slightly longer, it's just under 10 centimeters. Again, one whole piece. It's got the Global logo there, and it's got the grip, so you can grip very nicely on this. So you put your fingers around here, wrap it around, and you're ready to go. The sharpness is very good, so do be careful, don't let it slip like that. And it's got the Global logo there, and it's got the details ear over here. So it's got chrome over 18, so it's their own type of hardening system where they ice cold it to make it very robust, very brittle and very sharp. This is the bread knife. With the bread knife, they've gone serrated in one side and flat on the other side. Again, it's got the same specs as the other two knives. Main difference is it's more angled, slimmer at the end, with the little dot pivots there to give you more grip. With the bread knife, you don't need to sharpen it often. It's very easy to maintain it, and it's a nice finish to it. This does feel lighter weight than the vegetable and the utility knife, so I have to say. And this one's got all the mechanisms of the one, very sharp, very easy to use. This one will be about 31 centimeters from there to there. And it's very nice to feel and very nice to look at. We have the carving knife now. That again, it's got the same angle and mechanism as the bread knife itself. Very easy to hold. It doesn't have the groove as the utility and the vegetable, but it does dip in and dip out to give you the optimum grip. It's got the Global NI, just means new, or you can call it NI, and it's got the chrome over 18 steel again, ice hardened and heated and ice hardened again, just to give you that, give you the specs of these knives. So it's very thin and very lightweight. If you do drop these knives, you can accidentally break it and you will damage your floor and your knife. Now we've got the cook's knife. It's the biggest knife out of all of them. Again, they have changed the shape here from the previous Global range. They've got it in an angle and it's curved, so it gives you a rocking motion. So with all Japanese knives, or mainly the top of the range, you're meant to rock and chop. So never chop down, rock and chop. These are made for vegetables, so if you have meat and other things, these won't be recommended. They can cut through, but I wouldn't highly recommend these for everyday chicken, things, meat and all that. Vegetable wise, it will be perfect. Always chop in a rocking motion. The down points of the Global range, I have to say, it's The bigger knives are 2-piece, so the handle is connected to the blade. You won't be able to see here, but I have to say hands down it is connected. The disadvantage you get with this, if you do drop it or if you do try to crush garlic or anything with it, you can split and break it itself. They're not very cheap to replace. They tend to come to over £100 or $100 depending where you buy it each. The block itself is just under $400 or £400 depending where you purchase it. I'll leave the details in the description. If you want something for all vegetables, something that are very nice to look at and something that will last for a very long time, this is the one to go for. But you have to be always wary of how you're using it and how you maintain it. These are recommended to sharpen weekly. The best sharpeners are to buy their own sharpeners. They sell them in Amazon and other retail market, and always keep them, if you are sharpening on the steel, in a 15-degree angle. So if you're very new, don't use a steel, but if you know what you're doing, absolutely use a steel. So these are one of the beast knife blocks and knives on the market. It's not for everyone, but I definitely highly recommend it if you've got that kind of budget to go for this. If you have enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and rate and like and share. If you do want more information, let me know. This is LM United 55 signing out. Goodbye and good night.